So the first hot topic, and it's been a hot topic for a while, and I want to know what y'all thoughts are on the Roe v. Wade.
Say it again now.
Roe
Man,
versus
something. Oh, about white
Oh,
men
the
telling
abortion
about
law.
yeah.
Mm.
yeah about white men telling women what to do with their bodies.
Since forever.
I mean, so I think we should let the resident woman of the show, the female expert, talk to us about that.
um, I personally think it was to get people to be distracted. And the reason why I say that is because we're in an election year. So I think they really was using a lot of things in the media to kick up energy and shit. Because have you noticed that it was the same shit around 2020 when COVID kicked off, and it was a lot of um, deaths by the hands of black deaths by the hands of some police in certain areas, and niggas was outside protesting, and COVID disappeared, but it was also an election year.
Okay, right.
It seems to always be an election year when shit kicks off. So um, I also feel like it was only a matter of time that they were going to kick off something. The fact
Oh,
that
oh, oh. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. We hear you.
due to the why I gotta be on front and center, due to the fact that they started kicking it off in each state individually. I can't remember when this was, but it was sometime last year, if I'm not mistaken, where they were just like, abortion is about to be illegal. Didn't it kick off in Alabama or in Georgia, in Texas? Y'all know what I'm talking about? When they
Yeah.
started bringing it to the forefront. And, people were saying, well, this ain't going to last. And I could just go to another state if I want to have an abortion. Here. But I knew it was only a matter of time that they were going to take it to this level, because at the end of the day, it's about control. And I knew that this was going to be a factor in them controlling how people feel and how they going to go about it. They out here protesting and acting a damn fool, and it's just like, um, then they overturned it, but now is they left it in the hands of the state. So a lot of people think that this is going on in every state, but every state individually have set their own laws when it pertains to this. Not every state is going against you having abortion. Um, the last time I looked at a map, I believe it was like in the South more so, Florida, Texas, Georgia, Alabama, that they was like, you know, ain't no abortion, because if you do, you're going to jail, and so is the doctor that performs. But like here in Illinois, you can still get an abortion. In New York, I think in certain areas on the East Coast, you can still get an abortion. Um, California,
Oh, California
I
already
can't
told
remember.
y'all. Look, yeah, California said they're not fucking with it. Whether they left it up to the states or not, the governor of California was like, "You, if you need to, you can come here."
Yeah, see, this is my thing. Now, not to be all up in my own business, but I personally never had an abortion. Um, I known of women that had abortion, friends, family, etc. But I feel like it's a thing that, if this something you choose to do with your body, go ahead,
Right.
because it's your body if that's what you want to do. You do have to understand the ramifications that come with doing that, whether it be physically, mentally, and emotionally. But at the end of the day, I feel like if that's what you want to do with your body, you can do it because hey, look at these other things that they are promoting or allowing a certain shit for people that want to change their gender and all of this other shit that goes on. And nobody seems to be batting an eye at that shit. Um, so I'm not saying that I'm against abortion, but I'm not saying I'm for it either. I'm saying you do what you want to fucking do. But I also feel like it depends on certain circumstances. Meaning, like, hey, if you have a 12-year-old daughter that just so happens to get raped by any chance, God forbid, just hypothetically, would you want to have that child suffer through going through having a baby by their rapist? Or would you want to have the option to have an abortion? Now, some people may argue with that statement saying, oh, well, there's adoption. But I also think about, okay, that is an option, but I I have started to think about the trauma that could be attached to that
Mm-hmm.
for everybody involved. The mother, the child, the person that adopts the child. Because I feel like our traumas are deep rooted within our childhood anyway. Um, so yeah, Roe versus Wade, like I said, it's a distraction to me from shit that's really going on, and I'm not pro-choice, but I ain't pro-life. It's like I hate that society has to have us choosing shit. Like you either this side or you that side. You either conservative or you a liberal, or you a fucking cisgendered male, or you a fucking they them. It's just like, well, how did we come to this fucking shit?
Man, let me tell you something. Like, and we're gonna get back on the Roe versus Wade. But since you brought that shit up, I had a motherfucker ask me. They was like, "Well, how do you identify?" I was like, "As a man." And the motherfucker said, "What kind of man?" I only
Ah,
know.
wait a minute.
I only
Not
know.
what kind of man.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know. But that's a whole nother conversation. But I just thought that was funny that you tripped over into that, right?
We
But as far as
got a topic coming on that's going to lead into that conversation.
hey man, tell them kids to get off that goddamn Wi-Fi, man.
Right, because it's messing up your shit, bro. You sound like a
But
goddamn
right,
transformer.
we gonna nickname you Tron.
Yeah.
You know, but and why my shit say this? My okay, whatever. It is what it is. But the but look, the way I look at it is like you talk about the distraction part of it. I can ride with that because around the
Yeah.
same time they passed it, my man got shot 60 times, right? And
Yeah.
around the same time, the same white dude was apprehended with an assault rifle. Nothing happened. I give you that. But also too, this goes a little bit deeper. 6 years ago, uh, 2016 census,
Mm.
26 of the 50 states reported that basically they had a negative white population, which means that white people were dying quicker than they could be born, right?
I
So
forgot to mention that part, but go ahead.
yeah, so it's not
Hmm.
it's I mean, a lot of people want to talk about conspiracy theory and all this whole other shit, and it's like, yo, this shit is really plain and in your face, but because people are scared to have these kind of conversations, they can go over people's heads. White people, they let you know how they felt when they was talking about Jews will not replace us and stuff. These people understand that there was a negative white growth in the population. They understand that, and
Hmm.
I had a white dude when they was talking about it on CNN, and he was like, well, talking about the Roe versus Wade. He was like, well, now we can stop illegally killing these kids and get the population rate back up. Who's concerned about the population rate? Black people ain't concerned about the population rate.
Right.
Hispanic, you have you seen an average Hispanic household? They ain't concerned about population rate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can I
So I
bounce
mean,
off of that?
oh
What
please,
you
by all
saying?
means.
That's another thing that I feel like has been a thing when it comes to this. Just watching people on social media, Instagram, and more so TikTok. TikTok, as much as it was like app for kids and dancing and shit, I've learned so much shit from people and just seeing different perspectives and how they use that platform to just be intelligent on some ends and just ignorant on the others. But this has also been this Roe versus Wade thing has been a white women coming up to black women or women of color saying, why? This is about all women. No, the fuck it ain't.
Right.
This is about y'all. And like you just said, I think the statistical findings was that by the year of 2045, which ain't that fucking far, the white population will be minority.
Mm-hmm.
It was said that the majority would be Hispanic, then us,
Mm-hmm.
then them. And to them, they don't want that shit.
Mm-mm.
They
At
don't want
all.
that shit
At
happening.
all.
Um, which is kind of confusing to me because, in a sense, you have one part of the people. I don't really know how to say it. The government saying, or the people in power saying how they want to depopulate, right? But then you have shit like this. You don't want to depopulate. But maybe you just want to depopulate the motherfuckers that you want to depopulate,
Exactly.
meaning black and brown people. So this particular fight with Roe v. Wade ain't got shit to do with black people, particularly black women. And white women have been coming with the argument that this is our fight. And I'm like, why is it always when we need them in a feminist sense, which I don't believe in feminism, if y'all remember, but it's always you need us when you need us to fight your shit. But when it comes to us, y'all don't give a fuck.
At all.
At fucking
Well,
all.
I said that before. When, as far as feminism, black women shouldn't be feminists because when it comes down to
It ain't
feminism,
our fight.
they only looking out for the white women. But my take on Roe versus Wade, I'm looking at it from a different angle. So I look at it like this. I get it's a woman's body. She has the right. I get that. But one, you got women out here that's using abortion like birth control. At what point do we say enough is enough? Two, women ain't getting an abortion because it's their body. They get an abortion because they don't want a child. They don't want a child by that guy. They mentally or physically unstable to have a child or really want.
But now just to kind of like play devil's advocate to that, ain't that still a subject regarding her body though?
Okay,
If
I'm
if a
getting.
woman says I don't want to have a baby, and especially by this nigga, ain't that still like that's her body, right?
Okay, so what about this? What if the man don't want a child? Big man, if you don't want a child, then or if you want a child by her, straight up. So now women are they harder than men. Women.
Okay, so now look, I'm glad you said that because
Uh-huh.
we can play both sides of the fence, right?
Let's do. Let's do.
Why we can play both sides of the fence while you get Tron fixed over there. But look, no, but because I fuck with you and you know this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so we'll say that now, because now, whereas I just said isn't it her body? By the same token, we are both sports fans. The
Mm-hmm.
very premise of any sport is the team on defense is supposed to stop the team on offense from scoring, are they not?
Yes.
The woman should be motherfucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or whoever is a defensive juggernaut, because it's up to you to stop us from scoring.
Okay, and I got that.
And
So what
and
the man should do?
if we score, then you have then goddamn it, you just lost.
So what the man should do is act like Manute Bol and put it back in her face.
No.
Retarded.
But
It takes two people to fuck.
It does,
And two
and that's
people to make
my
the
whole thing.
decision.
That's my whole thing. Is you got two immature ass people decided to lay down and have sex. Are we just, and the man is the one that be responsible? Because if she don't want a child, shouldn't she have been just as responsible?
dig that. Yo, I'm gonna tell you one of the weakest arguments that can ever be thrown up about pregnancy is, well, it was an accident. Well, I didn't know. Here's the reality. Ain't nobody, we not 12, we're all grown. And
Right.
or when somebody say, well, it was only one time. I told y'all the first time we kicked all this shit off, I told y'all I had a conversation with my sons a long time ago when before they was fucking. At least I think that's before they was fucking. But it was like, yo, if anybody ever comes to me and tells me and your mother that they pregnant by you, I don't want to hear that I wasn't the only guy she was sleeping with. I don't want to hear that the school ran a train on her, because you shouldn't have been the caboose. You know what I'm saying? All I want to know is, did you fuck her? And if the answer is yes, we gonna play like it's yours until we can prove otherwise.
Right. I get that.
Just
I
don't
get
sign
that.
the birth certificate because it wound up
That's
not
it.
being yours. You fucked.
Oh, yeah, definitely fuck. So, man, I had
That's one thing that I believe is a really messed up thing.
Side note, I'm 50 years old. Why I just found out my old man didn't sign my birth.
What?
My old man didn't sign my birth certificate. I
You
just
found this out?
I just found this shit out because I was trying to put him on these flight benefits, and they asked for proof. I was like, say, nigga. So I asked my mom. I said, where's the birth certificate with his signature on? She said, ain't one. I said, oh. I never knew.
wow.
I'm a damn bastard. Now let me stop. Okay, let's go.
So
I just let y'all all in my business. Y'all know how we do this show.